Hello, Mithril here once again, getting back to Mega Man Super Fighting Robot as we continue the search for the bonus CDs. So we're going through Skull Castle now, which means it's time for Skull Castle 2. Which means snipers, with no upgrades, on hard mode. This is gonna hurt. Oh. Well, there was a disc. I hope that picked up on camera. That was all rather quick. Kinda had a feeling they'd try and hide one in an area like that. Bit of a nasty one, that. Thankfully, items and enemies do scan in as you're scrolling into a room, so I do feel like I at least had some advance notice. Still a bit of a tricky one, that. That stage is stressful and a half. Wow. UFO isn't too bad once you kind of get into a pattern with it. Basically it's a thing of just making sure you keep the bottom floor cleared as much as you can. And honestly, I feel like I get more hits if I chase the laser upwards and just try and dodge it at the top rather than going to the bottom to dodge it. It's all a matter of figuring out when you can get in some counter hits. But yeah, the boss is a lot easier than the stage itself. That sniper scope is stressful as all get out. So yeah, back in a moment as we check out what the new disc is. Alright, so our new item is max damage. Your attacks will all deal 28 damage, except when enemies are immune. So, just a major power trip. Victory in Special Mode only grants 1 star, so you can't use it to cheese Special Mode, fair enough. So, this is if you just want to go on a major killing spree, I guess. Fair enough. But anyway, on to the next stage. Okay, well that one's easy enough to spot. A little bit risky though, but not too terribly bad. Splashmo Prime is pretty much all about patterns. Once you learn where they are, where the safe spots are, he isn't too terribly bad. He's such a big, tempting target, it's really tempting to just get in there, shoot him a bunch. But if you do, you're going to take a lot of counter hits, especially the rapid-fire bouncing shots. So, you kind of have to take your time with this one, but if you do, Splashmo Prime really isn't all that hard. So with that, back at the options screen. Okay, so our next bonus option we have Hyperspeed. That sounds kind of terrifying. Move so fast that you can barely control yourself. Victory in special mode only grants 1 star. That sounds kind of terrifying. Anyway, on to Wily Stage 4. Well, there's the disc. Okay, so I'm at half gravity. This shouldn't be too terribly bad. There we go. So overall, Pyro Core still isn't really all that bad. The tricky bit is dodging all that falling fire when he does the large fireball that he throws up toward the top of the screen. The random fire falling back down, it's really easy to get tagged by that due to how random it is, and if it does hit you, you're engulfed, so you're guaranteed to take a second hit from it. But dodging the patterns when he's just throwing the little rings of fire at you, that's fairly easy and easy to counterattack during. A lot of people, like me, assumed that there would be a bit more to that boss due to the whole red and blue motif, but from what I've been told, even if you somehow get over to the blue side, it doesn't change anything. So with that, back once we find out what the new goodie is. Okay, and for getting that disc, we get low gravity. Gravity will be halved for as long as this setting is turned on. Victory in special mode only grants 1 star. Now I'm a little curious about this particular setting as to how that works with the gravity gimmick in that stage. For example, if you're in an area that has twice the gravity, does it half that, or does it just not pay attention to the gravity gimmick at all, or what? The thought of having half gravity is kind of terrifying. But anyway, time for the boss rush stage. Really? Okay, so that's the game we're playing here. Well, obviously we're going to be resetting for that. It's a short enough stage that I don't feel too bothered by that, but, yeah. That was a definite gotcha moment. Okay, so after a few attempts at this, I very quickly figured out that I had too much falling momentum to get that disc normally. I think I know what I need to do, though. There we go. Trash Attack gives you that slight mid-air boost, so that's enough to help you get the disc. Still kind of a gotcha moment, that one. Chances are you're not going to notice that disc until it's too late the first time down. And then you have that realization about the falling momentum the second time. Still, it's a short enough stage to where it doesn't really bother me too much. Anyway, time for a boss rush. Let's do this. There we go. That's a much more intense fight than going in with all the upgrades. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with the upgrade system as such. It's completely optional. But I was definitely right. It is a total game changer. That fight felt far more satisfying. Now, Protoman is very, very, very pattern-based once you figure out what he's doing and how to lure him around. But in the heat of battle, it's easy to get faked out by how every other slide he jumps. That's what usually tricks me. That or I mistimed jumping over his triple charge shot. But overall, that's a really fun, satisfying fight. I enjoyed that. But also worth noting, you might have noticed during the boss rush, I had to switch off of the weakness weapons a few times because I ran out of ammo. A bit of research taught me that the Robot Masters actually take less damage from their weaknesses on hard mode. So, yeah, that's a bit of a thing. So with that, back once we find out what that new goodie is. Okay, so quite fittingly, our new option is Proto Armor. All enemies and their attacks will only deal 1 damage to you. Okay. Victory in Special Mode will only grant 1 star. So, kind of the defensive upgrades without going through the process of buying them all. Alright, fair enough. Now, the original plan was I was also going to make the Wily fight the final stage part of this video too. Looking at video length as I've been editing this, though, I think, final decision, we're going to put that in the next video. So the next video is going to be the Wily fight, any changes to the end credits, because I've been told some of the question marks will be filled in now, and of course there's any new unlocked messages, and also we'll be testing all of the bonus options in the next video. So with that, thank you very much for watching, I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.